Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your love and romance reading for Venus in Libra 2020. I hope you are all doing wonderful out there. I love spending time with my fellow Capricorns, and it's always wonderful to have you back at the channel. Welcome to my new and returning subscribers, and to all the new folks who are joining me for the first time. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do hope that you will reach out, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Also, give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy this content. So Capricorn, let's get into this. First, a few quick notes before I start any reading that this is a general reading, will not resonate with every single Capricorn out there, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This will mostly correspond with Capricorn Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, so do check the placements of your personal natal chart to get even more messages out of these readings. And all of our Capricorn cross watchers out there are welcome to join in as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information about the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So Capricorn, we are getting ready to switch up our Venus transit again. It is moving from the sign of Virgo and will be entering the sign of balanced, stable, harmonious Libra. That will be coming in on October 27th, and it will be staying with us until November 22nd when it moves out of Libra into Scorpio. So Capricorn, the things that I would look at, I'm always check out the astrology of this before we get into the cards. There it is. There is Venus in Libra. There is the Sun moving along in Scorpio. And of course, there is the little power trio, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto moving along in your sign of Capricorn. So this is definitely giving you a lot of forward momentum and movement these days. Now here's the trick about Libra and Capricorn. Venus being in Libra is going to be definitely a more challenging aspect because the Libra is a square aspect, which is a 90-degree angle to that sun sign of yours. So Capricorn, don't be surprised if love feels a little bit more I wouldn't say difficult, but I would say challenging. Could be a little more friction, a little more sparks flying. That's not always a bad thing, right? Because sometimes that friction can lead to passion, which is not bad at all. But sometimes it can lead to conflicts or things that need to be settled, things that need to be balanced. And so because of Libra's energy, it is about balance. It's about fairness. It's about equality and harmony. Libra is ruled by Venus. So when Venus is in Libra, it is actually a very positive place, no matter how you cut it. For you, Capricorn, Venus will be moving through that universal house of Capricorn. So here's what I would say about that. This is a perfect time to work at what you love and love what you work at, because that is that career house. The Capricorn house in a chart is that career and public image sector. And Capricorn, you don't mind working, I'll tell you. So if you're working at something you really love, if you're loving what you're working at, it's going to gain a lot of momentum. On the romance field, if you're single, you may meet somebody that you're working with. You may meet someone in the working world. That is very possible under that transit. But overall, I would say this is a great time to be just, committing yourself fully to whatever your work is, any projects, anything that you love to do, because it will flourish and it will really feed into your love, your relationships, all the other aspects of your life in a very positive way. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have got for our Capricorns out there. We're going to be doing a general read. So that is everything for, if you're single, coupled, in separation, in conflict, whatever your relationship situation is, Capricorn, we're going to get some messages about you and your love interest or potential love interest. So dear spirits, angels, guides, guardians, ancestors, please bring through the energy that Capricorn will be working with through the time of Venus in Libra. Thank you so much. Oh, Capricorn. So honesty, clarity, integrity. That is all what's coming up for you. There is that key word, key theme for Venus and Libra. So the energy of honesty supports our choice to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact. So that's really speaking the truth to whoever's in your circle and being kind, being tactful when you're doing it, Capricorn, because sometimes I know goats can be kind of straight shooters and they don't always cushion the truth at all. So sometimes it's that thing about it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So it is important to be honest and open, but it's also important to be kind in your truth, Capricorn. Be gentle, because there might be, if you have to reject someone who's interested in you, or if you have to let someone down easy, it's like, that's where that kind of thing comes in. Just being very truthful and open. And that blue, to me, it makes me definitely think about like the throat chakra. So it's like if your throat chakra has been blocked for a while, if you haven't been, saying what you really need to say and communicating as much and as clearly as you want, that'll come up too during this time of Venus moving through Libra. So let's get into the Major Arcana Tarot. Let's see what we have as the energy of you and the energy of your love interest or potential love interest. Wow, Capricorn. Aw, those are beautiful. Okay, so Capricorn, you're feeling very positive, very bright, very optimistic, very hopeful. This is the Sun card. The Sun card is the most positive card of the tarot. And to me, it brings through that kind of Leo sort of radiance. It's definitely shining its light, not afraid to shine, not afraid to be more upbeat. And Capricorn, you tend to be a very strong realist. So to me, if you have something to be happy about and feel good about, it's for real. Like, it's for real. Because you don't play around with that. So, and also this is saying that if you have been feeling down or things had been tough for a while, this is giving you a more positive feeling, or just reminding you, Capricorn, keep your chin up. But this is your energy. This is what you're coming forward with. And you really are putting that positivity forward, that strength forward. So let's get into the card for the love interest. Check that out. We have got the Star coming through. So to me, this is a beautiful balance, beautiful polarity. It's that Leo Aquarius polarity. And so this is a lot of love given and received back and forth. You could be dealing with an Aquarius very strongly coming through with the Star card. But to me, this is somebody, who really sees you as the, hopes and the wishes and the dreams coming true. And they are very much about the future. They're very focused on what's coming up and what they're doing and what's going forward, in relation to life and to love right now. So Capricorn, let's get into the deeper tarot. Let's get into our Grand Lux deck. We're going to see some deeper messages. What are you feeling about this person? How are you feeling about this relationship? And what are you seeing in this person? Oh, Capricorn, so look at that. We've got the Three of Wands here. So this is very much about the ships are coming in. You feel like, you're in a good place. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to rush. You don't need to, speed ahead, because you know that they're coming to you. You know that that ship is coming in. And what's meant to be yours will always return to you. Wow. So let's get a clarifier on that card. Seven of Pentacles, Capricorn, yes. You have been very patient with this person. You've definitely been taking it one step at a time. Seven of Pentacles. Capricorn, you're pretty good at knowing that the good things come to those who wait, or goats who wait, right? So, you've been busy. Like, you've been working at your own stuff, and you realize, like, if this person's meant to be mine, I don't need to chase. I don't need to stress. I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to work on my work. I'm going to work on what's taking time. And I'm just going to be patient. You know, I'm going to be resilient. That's a good energy to be in, Capricorn. So let's see what we've got coming through for your person, how they feel about you, what they want with you. Look at that, Capricorn. Yeah, so this is why you're hanging back, because you're like, you know what? If they want me, they're going to come and get me. There's that King of Wands. King of Wands goes out and gets what they want. Absolutely. So that's definitely a taking action kind of figure. It's a very divine masculine energy. It is. It's very proactive. So I really like that feeling. You know, that's fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, coming into the whole arena there. So let's get a clarifier on this King of Wands. Wow, so Capricorn, yeah, they feel very positively inclined towards you. They feel like you're really something that opens them up in a very positive way. You create a positive new direction. You open up doors of opportunity. They feel very good about you because this is that Wheel of Fortune. It's Jupiter rulership. So it's really a beautiful energy of expansion and moving forward. Could be that they're in movement now after quite a long time of, you know, either stagnation or inactivity. And finally, it's like they're getting moving again. I'll also reiterate with the Wheel of Fortune, we do have Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio signs represented. So again, you know, it's like it's doubling up a little bit of that Aquarian energy, also a little bit of the Leo energy. So you could be really strongly dealing with any of those signs. So let's get the positives, Capricorn. What are the elements or things that really help bring you together, or what needs to be cleared to help bring you together? Look at that. Oh, Capricorn. So 4 of Wands. You know, this card has actually come through in a lot of reads this time around with Venus and Libra. And I think it's because Venus and Libra is very focused on partnership and togetherness. But, you know, what's bringing you together is this potential. Like, you both feel it. Like, there's the happy home. There's the joy. There's the bliss. It's that, you know, twin flame soulmate connection card too, because we have that 1111, that synchronicity represented in that card as well. But overall, yet again, this is very fiery, so it's optimistic, it's upbeat. It feels like this is who I want to live with. This is who I want to make a home with kind of energy. Oh, yes, and look at that. Ooh, Capricorn, we've got the Libra energy of the Standing Stone. This is the same as the Justice in the traditional tarot deck. So I'm saying this is very much about, you know, a bond, a union, could be legal. Some of y'all could be literally getting hitched with this energy because it's like, I want to make it official, right? And that's the Justice. To me, you know, like if you look at this in some other ways, you could even say that for some Capricorns, it's like, you know, letting go of an old marriage, right? Letting go of that so that you can embrace something good and new. But overall, this is super, super freaking positive so far. I really love this reading for you because to me, the things that bring you together is it's like you have balance, you have equilibrium, you have reciprocity, you have a lot of mutual love and, you know, that feeling of like, this is who I want to be with. This is who I want to make a home with. So let's look at the tough stuff, Capricorn. Let's look at the challenges. What are the blockages? Anything that might need to be cleared up that you should be aware of. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that part of it. Sheesh, Capricorn, if the positives, if this is the challenging stuff, we got the Sun coming out again. So not a lot of challenge from the Sun. The only thing I could say is there might be some ego involved, right? These could be two very strong personalities, and sometimes you've got to temper your, unhealthy pride or ego. Don't let that get in the way. Don't let that mess things up. It's like, be quick to forgive, be quick to apologize if you ever mess up. But the Sun, it's like, even if you get off track, it's like you can kind of get back on track. Like, you can find your way back to a positive place pretty easily. So let's see what we've got as a clarifier. Look at that, 8 of Wands. So yeah, guys, I mean, if there's any challenge, I think what it is, because 8 of Wands is all about passionate communication, right? Sometimes that passionate communication can get into conflict or argument because it's sparks flying, right? So it's like sometimes the same thing that brings you very close together, the passion, the fire, the arrows of love, right, can also sometimes be the thing that flips on us, right? The other side of that is like, you can get into some passionate arguments too. But overall, these are extremely positive cards. So my feeling is that even if you have conflict, even if you have difficulties sometimes, like, you steer it back pretty positive. Just remember that both of you are awesome. Like, this is a feeling of both of you are very strong individuals. You both know what you want. Wow, this is just a fantastic reading so far. So let's see what we've got for our suggested approach, Capricorn. Yes, this is it, right? It's let down your defenses. That's kind of what I was feeling a little bit, is sometimes, one or both of you, you get really very adamant about, like, your point of view or having your way, and then you both can get defensive and you get on this, thing where you feel like you're fighting each other. So it's very important to not give into that, be very go with the flow. Speak your truth and look for the commonality. Look for the midpoint so that you can kind of both get what you want. This could also say with the 9 of Wands that maybe both of you have been just working very hard, and you do need to make sure that you take time to yourself, because that could be things that are outside of the relationship that have just made you both feel like, oh, just kind of beaten up. And it's time for some relaxation, some rest, and recovery for both of you, for sure. You'll come at the relationship from a better, point of view, and just from a better energy if you get plenty of good rest and you take good care of yourself, and you're not coming from a place of, battle fatigue, kind of, where you've just been fighting, right? And there we have our 7 of Wands. Yes. Again, to me, 7 of Wands is also one of those feisty, on your guard kind of energies. So to me, like, the suggested approach is really saying, lower your defenses, Capricorn, and whoever it is that's, really wanting to be with Capricorn, because being defensive isn't going to get you anywhere, right? It's really about making sure you get plenty of rest, and honestly communicating in a kind, gentle manner so that you both feel heard and you both feel respected. That way you can really avoid getting into that place of defensiveness. And, if you're in a situation at work or in family life or some other area of your life that's giving you that feeling of defensiveness, just remember to try to take a little breather, try to decompress, before you go and talk to your sweetheart, right? Because you don't want to take that energy over into the relationship, because everything here is really, really good. You don't want to muddy these waters, because they're awesome. So let's get a potential outcome here for you, Capricorn. Yeah, see, this is what's coming up, right? There's some feeling of letting go of heartache, some kind of dealing with some disappointment, some loss, dealing with some mourning. I don't feel like that's what's coming into the current relationship or potential relationship, Capricorn. I feel that this is something more from the past that may be coming up to have to be worked through, especially because we do have Mercury retrograde right now, and that is bringing some elements of the past up to be recognized or dealt with. Yes, and I do think you will deal with it. You will get back on track. This is so strong for you, Queen of Pentacles. That's a very strong Capricorn card, also very Taurus Virgo. It is strong, earthy, stable, grounded. And so really, Capricorn, you are a sign that people don't always realize is very sentimental, very, you know, sensitive. And, you know, some of the things that are coming up in this relationship currently or on the horizon, it's gonna bump some soft parts of your heart that maybe haven't completely healed. And so it's time to let that go, Capricorn, because we've got that Two of Cups still standing, and this very healing love is coming in, and you are a stable, self-reliant, and wonderful being. So very, very powerful cards coming through all the way here. And oh, look at that. Yes, Six of Cups. So for some of my Capricorns, this is a reconciliation of, you know, of you and someone that you really wanted a second chance with, or they want a second chance with you. That's very strong. Also, that Six of Cups can be working through some child issues, some inner child stuff. But look at that. Oh, Ace of Wands. So Capricorn, bright, passionate, bold, new beginnings. Overall, this is just a beautiful reading. It really, really is. It's very nice. So let's get into an affirmation for my Capricorns. All right. Oh, Capricorn, look at this one. This is great for you, actually. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember, love is the greatest healer. So this is very much what I was talking about. I feel like what you're going through right now, this is something coming. Any of the difficulties are kind of coming in from the past or from external situations. This is heavy energy, and that Five of Cups is heavy energy, right? So it's like, that's why Spirit is saying with your partner, with your sweetheart, remember to laugh and have some fun. Watch something silly, goof off together, because that's going to relieve a lot of this tension, a lot of the old emotions that you may be still healing from or going through. And this is great. This is a great reading, Capricorn, no doubt. So I hope that this Venus and Libra transit is absolutely awesome for you, and I'll be seeing you again very soon. Take care.